Thrown out of a street because I was wearing chapel. So I went through the pain for no fault of myself. I was in the village, about 2,000 or 3,000 people in the village, all caste from Brahmins to Untouchables. I was the first person to leave that village to go to big city to go to engineering school. I was the first to leave the country to leave abroad, and still I was an untouchable. And still am. When I went to 1988, I took a bus to go to the village. I was sitting and the next seat was empty, and the upper caste guy wouldn't sit because he recognized I came from that village. And I think that probably that guy is a million miles away from as far as my caliber, my achievements. It doesn't really matter what your qualification is, because you are born an untouchable. That is because Manu is the guy who codified this religion. Hindu religion is nothing but rules and regulations to keep the races separate. Okay? So Manu, they call that he is the lawgiver of the Hindu religion. He says, Brahma, as I told you, he is the creator, has intended from eternity that the untouchables should be born slaves and live as slaves and die as slaves. This is, I'm quoting. I'm not coming up with. The reason I'm reading, because I don't want to misread it. I want to quote exactly what it says. Slavery is inborn among the Shudras. In the Shudras, the last within the caste system. Slavery is inborn among Shudras, and no one can free them from it. No one can free it because he is born. And then he is in the compartment where there's no entrance and no exit. A Shudra is a born slave. Food gets polluted by the smell of a pig, by the looks of a dog, and the touch of a Shudra. And he is not only simply saying the food is polluted by the touch of a Shudra, but he is comparing him with pigs and dogs. This is written 2,000-3,000 years back. I didn't expect that people could be that evil. Obviously they were. A Shudra shall always serve the Brahmins to live in this world and to benefit in the next world. Remember I told you? You do your service politely, obediently. There's a possibility you will be rewarded in next life. So this is what they tell you. So you do an excellent job being a slave. Not a disgruntled, unsatisfied, but you enjoy. Yes, master. I want to love, I want to serve you. Because I'm going to be a Superman in next life. A Shudra who behaves contrary to the injunctions of the Vedas and Smritis, which is Vedas and Smritis are the scriptures, shall born as a ghost to eat head lice. How sick these people can be. I mean, what kind of imagination this? So when this is told to an untouchable, he's scared the hell out of himself already, working as a slave, working as an untouchable. And if he's tell this guy his next life you're going to be a ghost, he is going to try his damn best to be an excellent slave. And that is what this is, and this is what's called Hindu religion. If anyone has any kind of doubt, I want them to hear this, what religion is. And they haven't left women alone anyway. No religion left women alone. To kill women and non-Brahmins is not a sin. Here, as I was telling earlier, the dwellings of untouchables shall be outside the village, and their wealth shall be dogs and donkeys. Their dress shall be the garments of the dead, and they shall eat their food from broken dishes. Black iron shall be their ornaments, and they must wander from place to place. This is the Holy Scripture we are talking about. We are not talking about some kind of pornographic material. Let's come to Bhagavad Gita, supposed to be the holy book of Hindu religion. Anybody heard about it? Now I want to tell you how holy this book is. Chaturvarnya is another name for Varna caste system. Has been created by me. Me means God. Service is the natural action of the Shudras. Here service means serving the upper three caste. It is glory to die in the observance of one's dharma, dharma meaning your caste duty, but dharma of others, that is caste duty of others, is a horror. So you better not try to learn somebody else. So they have done it in such a way you do what you're supposed to do, faithfully.
I have a question I wanted to ask you. I'm from Guyana, which is a Caribbean nation. I have quite a few members of my family that are Indians. I know.
But since you started, finish it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let him go ahead. Let him go ahead.
Not on the mic.
I know. If you have a question, just go ahead and...
Go ahead. But we would like to have all the questions at the end so that they can record it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll wait.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come back. All the questions. I have all the time tonight. I'm not leaving till tomorrow. One should not abandon one's duty, which attaches to him from his very birth. See, they are reinforcing it again and again and again. He who worships him through performance of his own duty, dharma, attains perfection. This is from Gita. Few other scriptures. The Shudra must be prohibited from hearing, studying, and understanding Vedas. I want to go back one step earlier as to how these four castes are created. The Brahmins are supposed to have come from the head of the god. The second caste, which are the trader caste, they have come from the shoulders of the god. The third caste, which is the warrior caste, have come from the thighs of the god. The fourth Shudra have come from the feet of the god. I was wondering where the heck I came from. I'm an untouchable. Beg pardon?
You say it came from the shoulder,
Uh-huh.
right? It came from the center of the body and the feet, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you identify them so we can relate to them? It's Kshatriya, Vibhishya, and the Sutra, right? Isn't that true?
The last one is Shudra, the guy who came from the foot of the Shudras. The Brahmin came from the head.
Yeah.
The Vaishyas came from the shoulder.
The Kshatriya.
Kshatriya come from one of the guy. It doesn't really matter. Between Kshatriya and Vaishyas, one from the shoulder, another from the thigh.
But you didn't identify them. How can you know? The Brahmin comes from the head. These things have...
My brother, Hold your question. You get your turn.
Yeah, all right.
You get your turn.
Okay, the purpose of I'm not trying to